All right, here goes something. What is up, everybody? I'm Bree. Welcome to Bodywork by Bree series. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Please bear with me as I get comfortable with the camera, and I just hope that you keep following my journey as I try to accomplish all my dreams. And this has been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do like a YouTube. I've been wanting to do like podcast style videos. It's been in my mind for years, and I was like, you know what? Let's just rip off the Band-Aid and get the ball rolling because I'm never gonna be ready. And one of my birthday lessons that I'm gonna share later with you towards the end of the podcast is still do things even when you're not ready. So I'm just gonna go with it. So just a little recap. It's currently Sunday, August 4th. My birthday was almost a week ago, July 29th, and we're still in Leo season. So I'm getting the Leo vibes and I'm still celebrating. And so what better way than to launch my YouTube healthcare series than right now. So anyways, come along this journey with me. And on the very, very first podcast out video that I wanted to share is the question that 99% of massage therapists get asked this, and that's, we are going to break this video down with 3 different segments. I'm going to explain how I got into massage therapy. And so everybody that asks me that, I always kind of it's such a long story because it's not a one simple answer. So I'm going to go into detail, and then whoever asks me from here on out, I'm going to send y'all this video. So I hope you like and subscribe and support me in my journey. And then the second part, I'm going to explain what I intend to do with this platform. And then at the end, I'm going to share a little bit of birthday lessons that I wrote down for myself. So yes, let's go ahead and get the party started. So how did I get into massage therapy? It wasn't never my intention to get into massage therapy. Even when I did get into massage therapy, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. So in order for you guys to understand why or how I got into massage therapy, I have to take it all the way back and kind of give you the whole rundown. So just bear with me. It's an interesting story. So let's take it back to when I was 15 years old. I just a baby. Okay, so when I was 15 years old, I had a quinceañera. I'm Hispanic, and I grew up doing dance. I was in modern and jazz and hip hop, and that was my thing, So when I was my quinceañera, I wanted to choreograph a song or two. So I was able to do that. And then 2 years later, I did my sister's, and then I just started doing little bits here and there, my cousins and my cousins' friends, and et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, so that's just part of it. But growing up, pre-K all the way to senior year, all the way to junior technically, I wanted to be a veterinarian when I grew up. So that was my dream. I wanted to be a vet, and that was that. So when I hit senior year, I finally got animal medicine class or something like that. And I did it the first semester. The teacher there just kind of wiped me out. There was no ambition, there was no passion, nothing. And so she kind of stole all of my excitement to become a vet. So from there, I was discouraged, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to do vet. Get me out of this class. And then so they just put me in another random class that they had open, and that class happened to be video productions. So I was introduced to videography in senior year. I didn't even care for it or anything, but towards the end I was very intrigued. So after I graduated, I went to college, did the basics, but I ended up dropping out. With the financial aid money, I decided to get myself a camera and pursue photography and videography. Within that time, I got a job offer at a venue to be a videographer. In my mind, I'm like, hell yeah, I dropped out of college. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna pursue videography, yada, yada, yada. And I only stayed there for a year. And then mind you, okay, wait, so let me backtrack a little bit. I went to college. Let me get a little comfy. I went to college, and I went to college for a year, and then I worked there for a year. So it's been 2 years since I graduated high school. Meanwhile, the whole time I've still been doing quinceañeras, as a side gig. After I left the job of the venue, I started working at my friend's dance studio. So I was teaching the quinceañeras there, and I was like, you know what? I learned all of this about photography, all of this about videography. So let me just slap it into a quinceañera package. So at that time, I was offering quinceañera choreography, videography, photography, and then me and my cousin collaborated to build a photo booth. So we just had this one big ass package for quinceañeras, and then we were just on a roll, right? Little by little, without even planning it, my name was just going around in Houston. Like, I was getting calls every single day, and I had quinceañeras every single weekend. It got to the point where my friend, the owner of the studio, he ended up dropping the studio, and I had to make a decision whether I wanted to take over it. I was young. I was like maybe 20. Yeah, I was probably like 19, 20. It was a little overwhelming for me, but to like make a big decision like that. So anyways, within a 1-day notice, I decided to, you know what, I have so many gigs, like I have to take the studio. Everybody comes here to train. So I ended up taking over the studio. I opened up workout dance, like Zumba. I had a little kids dance team. I had an adult hip hop dance team. I had a little boys dance crew. It was just like, I ended up expanding it more than just quinceañeras. So now I was at the studio every single day. It was fun, not gonna lie. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed having dance as my passion, but also my form of income. So I'm super grateful for everything that dance brought to me, because at that point I was blowing up kind of on YouTube because I uploaded quinceañera choreography, and it got to the point where somebody in Chicago watched my video and they contacted me saying, hey, we want to fly you out, come and do our quinceañera. And I was like, what the heck? So that was that. So I ended up taking up that opportunity. Anyways, then I was doing that for a couple years, and we're getting closer. We're getting closer to massage therapy, so chill. So it got to the point where I was doing that for like 3 years, and I got to the point where I was dragging my feet in the morning to go to the studio. I was dragging my feet to go teach. I was just like, ugh, my soul was like dying. But mind you, I'm like in love with these people, like my students, like I had kids. I just enjoyed, like, I love them, you know, and like I can't just leave them hanging, but also I have to put myself first. So my way out of the studio was through Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey hit and messed up Houston big time. Fortunately, it didn't mess up the studio, but I did use it as an excuse to like, hey, you know what? Like, after Hurricane Harvey, we were a month out, and I was like, I'm not renewing the lease. Sorry. As much as it hurt, if it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm super grateful for everything that dance brought to me. Like, I was able to travel. I went to Chicago. I was in one of the best dance teams in Houston. Shout out Soundbox. We went to LA. We traveled all over Texas. We traveled to Cancun. And so my heart and soul, like, will always have dance in it. And also I got the opportunity to dance for the Houston Rockets. So dance brought me a lot of beautiful experiences. And at the time that I was letting it go, I was content. I was content with knowing that I knocked out everything that I wanted to do in dance. So moving on to the next chapter, it was easy for my soul, but it was hard because of the attachment that I had with the kids. So that's that. So now I'm just like, okay, what do I do in my life now, right? And I was like, I was like 22. And then I was like, you know what? Naturally, I feel like I'm an instructor. Like, I can lead people, I can instruct people. So instead of doing dance instructor, let me be a yoga instructor. So I looked into yoga, and I was like, you know what? Because I'm Brie, I don't want to just do basic yoga. I want to do aerial yoga. So aerial yoga is like the fabric hanging down from the ceiling. I was like, I want to do that. So then I was on Google, how to be certified in aerial yoga. Clicked something, and it led to, first, you got to be yoga certified. Second, you have to be certified in either massage therapy or physical therapy. So I'm looking at all this stuff, and physical therapy, I'm like, bruh, that's like 4+ years. I'm not about to do all that stuff. So I chose massage therapy because it was cheaper and it was faster. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do massage therapy, knock it out in 8 months, do the 1 or 2 month yoga program in Bali right after that, and then get certified in yoga. So that was my plan. I was like, boom, I'm gonna knock everything out in a year and then I'll be ready to go. I'll be a yoga instructor. Bet. I signed up from one day to the next. It was just me typing in on Google. And the very next day, I was already signed up for orientation and everything. So within the next week, I was already in massage therapy school, walking in, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Mind you, at that time, I didn't know what massage therapy was. I thought it was chiropractic, like popping backs and stuff like that. I have never heard of massage therapy when they're like going through all that stuff. I'm just hyped that, let me just knock this out and boom, bada bing, bada boom, you know what I mean? So I'm going through school with the intention, like the eye on the big picture, right? And each day goes by and I'm like, I actually kind of like this. A little bit. Anyways, I started gaining like some likiness. Like I started to like fall in love with massage therapy. It was like crazy because I was never part of the plan. But somewhere halfway through the program, I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? Let me hang out in this career for about 2 years and then I'll jump into yoga. Like yoga is always going to be there. I'm still young and dumb. I can do whatever I want and I can like test out all these different things. So that was like my reason or like my excuse to like not get into yoga right then and there. My reason to just stay in massage therapy for a little bit and just try it out. So yeah, I started to fall in love with the craft, with the healing, with the people, with the techniques, everything. And I was so drawn to this type of like holistic approach to the body. So at heart, like I'm a hippie and I like this kind of stuff. So I just kind of stumbled into massage therapy like that. So technically, that is how I got into massage therapy. The short story that I tell people is like basically I just used it as a stepping stool to get to my original goal. But I just decided, you know what? Like massage therapy, I love it too much. And I told myself I'm going to give it 2 years. If I don't like it, then move on. And it's been 5 years and I keep falling in love with it more and more. I haven't had a day, I was reflecting about this the other day, I haven't had a day where I'm dreading coming to work or I'm dragging my feet or I'm just like, I wish I didn't do this. Like I don't have those feelings. So I'm just super, super grateful for massage therapy in general. So yeah, that wraps up my how I got into massage therapy question. I hope you enjoyed it. I will, in the long run, I will touch on different subjects such as how did I get into the position that I'm at now? How did I get into working at gyms? How much money do I make? How did I get to hire people? Like, little subjects here and there. So please, if you want to hear anything specific from me, comment down below and let me know and then I got you. That's end of segment 1. Let's transition into... First of all, if you're already subscribed, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just so grateful. So a dream of mine is that I've always wanted to be like a YouTuber type of thing. What I intend to do with my channel is share my journey as a holistic healer. My massage therapy journey, everything that has to do with Bodywork by Bree. The reason I chose Bodywork by Bree, the name, is because bodywork is like an umbrella term. If I would have said like massages by Bree or hands by Bree or something along those lines, that only targets massage therapy, versus Bodywork by Bree is like everything within the body, meaning like health and wellness, massage therapy, mobility, oils, lotions, stuff like that. So I want to tap into all of that. And I tend to share my journey on all of this, on not only like holistic healing, but also how my business is going, how my business grows, just being transparent with you guys. I have like different ideas in mind So clearly I have this couch and my sign in the back, and I want to do like podcast style videos where I get to sit and talk to, I don't even want to say interview, but I get to sit and chat with other practitioners, because my intention is also to share other practitioners' story and how they got into massage therapy and what their goals are, what their experience has been like, where they got their inspiration from. So that's one of my intentions, is to like share other practitioners' stories. I hope you get to watch everybody and enjoy this series, where it's just a sit down chat video. And then eventually I would like to like, I don't want to make it so like, you know, formal, because I do want to maybe like eventually tap into like, oh, let's do a mukbang, or maybe do some challenges. Obviously, I'm already posting like some travel highlights or like event highlights, travel vlogs and stuff like that. So I just want to kind of keep it all Bodywork by Bree, not just in the business aspect, but in like the growth aspect as well. So yeah, that's kind of what my intentions are with this YouTube channel. And then last but not least, because it is Leo season and we are launching this podcast out videos, I have yet to figure out what to name it, because we're just going to have to bear with me because we need to get it together. Anyways, this is a little bit more, personal vibes. I turned 28 6 days ago, and I decided to write 28 lessons. I'm not going to read them all because a lot of them are personal, but I did want to read and share the ones that relate to Bodywork by Bree. So I'm just go ahead and start. This one has to do, okay, let's just go ahead and start. So the number one, this is literally number one. Do things even when you're not ready. I took that from a personal experience, but in reading this now, like it clearly like goes with this. So I'm not wholeheartedly ready. I'm not fully like ready. So it's a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating, but it's also super exciting. And I want to just learn as I go versus wait to the perfect time, because the perfect time is never going to come. And I'm just going to skim through these because I starred the ones that are business related, and there's a lot of stars. So number 7, action plus words have to match. Number 9, true genuine connections over networking. I really could go into detail about this, but let me just save it for another time. Keep your eye on the big picture. Enjoy the journey. Complete your tasks. So if I'm going to say something like my to-do list, gotta knock that sheet out. This one of my favorites and a constant reminder. Move with love and intention. Quality over quantity. Health over comfort. Yes, be a leader, but also be a student. One of my goals for the next couple months, hopefully by the end of the year, is to be a massage therapy instructor and to host CEU classes. And so yes, I want to naturally be a leader, but also remind myself that I'm also a student of life. So to be open and receptive to being a student. Look good equals feel good. Just because sometimes I'll be like, maybe I get too comfortable here and I shouldn't. I just want to look presentable, and every time that I do, I feel good. Practice what you preach. Lead by example. Basically same thing. Grow my assets. Out with the old, it served its purpose. And yeah, so that's out with the old, it served its purpose. In with the new with ease. 2 more. Effort when it's needed. Don't force it. And those are part of Bree's 28 lessons for her 28th year. And I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to know this little part of me. And thank you for your endless support. Thank you for being here with me as I navigate my life and my business. And shout out to my clients, shout out to my family, shout out to my friends, my business colleagues. I hope you can subscribe I already have the next couple videos lined up, and if you want anyone specific in my videos to share their story, send them my way. I would love to have all the health practitioners on here. Like, it doesn't just have to be massage therapy. Chiros, physical therapists, even fitness people, and like I just want to have like little bit of everything. So that's it. So if you want to find me, all the links will be down below. And I don't know how to end this podcast. Bruh. I guess comment down below your favorite part of this video. Okay, bye!